Deep Dive with David Stendahl, where we trade without ego, no emotion, no greed, and no opinion. Before we begin tonight's video blog, please read over our trading disclaimer and remember to trade smart and accept the reality that trading futures is risky. This presentation does not provide buy-sell recommendations, and our information is strictly provided for educational purposes only. As always, trade at your own risk and analysis. Hey, it's David Stendahl with tonight's Deep Dive. It is September 10th, 2018. I'm going to be talking about RBOB gasoline, the ETF being UGA. And in this particular case, the trends are still to the upside. We've got the technical reading to the upside, but I just want to point out that the seasonal tendencies are pointed to the downside. I'm going to use that as a bit of an emphasis tonight. And then we're actually sitting on major support here. So really, you're going to want to watch this market very, very carefully. If we take a look at some of the other tools that we have here, some of the alerts, there's nothing going on with RBOB, but if we look at weekly patterns with RBOB, we have a lazy week. Basically, it's a 15-week sideways consolidation where the market has not been overbought or oversold, and so that usually is a tendency that the market's really going to start to pick up steam here. So here's just a daily bar chart, and you can see that the market's been kind of choppy, being in a sort of a cyclical phase here, up, down, up, down, up, down, and we're kind of at that stage where we peaked. We had this little thrust here last week, and then we found some resistance at this level right through here, and I mentioned that we're in support when we looked at that one particular table here. You can see going back in time, we're literally sitting on it right now. Now it coincides with the 50-day moving average, so if you're looking at your own charts rather than just simply looking at this level from the past, what you can do is just simply watch the 50-day moving average to see what's going to take place. If we should break below that, our downside target on a short-term basis is right through here, and that number is 1.8352. That's what this support level would be, and you'll see that although the 200-day moving average, which is this gray area, this gray line, as opposed to the yellow line, which is a 50-day, this particular level is a bit above this this threshold here, this support level. So just simply watch the moving averages here. Now, I mentioned, you can see that this yellow line, this elastic level line, has not gotten above the upper level or below the lower level for quite some time. So it's not showing up on a daily bar basis, but I did say that the weeklies, in this particular case here, the weeklies, you can see that the market has, in both the daily and the weeklies, has really done a lot of nothing as of late. It's not gotten overbought or oversold. So it really is setting up here for some type of a increase in volatility, both on daily and on the weekly bar basis. Now, I mentioned that the seasonals are fairly strong here, and they are to the downside. So let's go ahead and pull that up. If I can find it here. Here it is. If we look at the seasonal tendencies right now, what you'll find is that with RBOB, that if you look at the 5, the 10, the 15, and the 20 years, they're all seasonally accurate. They're tracking their seasonal tendencies. So the current year is following suit with the seasonal tendencies, and you can see here nicely in the 10 years that you're going to have some peaks and valleys here, which is to be expected, but the general trend is to the downside. So bear that in mind with your trading. I don't have any systems up on the website that will trade RBOB. We have a lot of systems, but we're not tracking it on the website, and so from that perspective, the bias would certainly be to the downside. So do watch over that. If you want more information on the seasonal accuracy charts, I recently added some information. So the way you come here to Signal Insights, which are just videos that cover some additional insights to the site, is you come to Membership and then Signal Insights. You come all the way down here, because there's a few of them now with the seasonal tendencies. Here's accuracy, and you can also look at projections. But if you come to the accuracy, obviously you're going to get a video that will talk about what the accuracy charts are about. But specific to the accuracy, there's also a recorded webinar that you can take a look at, which is an hour-long video that addresses the accuracy charts. So this particular video is only 7.5, well, almost 8 minutes long. But if you want even more information, almost an hour-long presentation, you can certainly click on the webinar for seasonal accuracy. In any event, what you can do is you'll come up with a video that will go into some detail specifically about how to use the accuracy charts. But if you just want the nuts and bolts here, anytime the market is in this gray area across the 5, the 10, the 15, and the 20 year, then it's a seasonally accurate time period, and it's something that is worth watching. So with the 10-year charts, certainly the bias to the downside. So if you look at the daily charts and you're looking at this support level, which is what we're sitting on right now, we would expect maybe a little more chop, but the bias should be to the downside here. So watch that level that we're at right now, basically the 50-day moving average, and then watch the 200-day, and then specifically this lower level that I mentioned a little while ago, 1.8352. That is the key level should the market really start to sell off. So with RBOB, we'll see what does take place here in the coming weeks, not just days, but the coming weeks, and then from that point we will take a look at another market tomorrow. So thanks very much for watching, and look forward to looking at some more markets tomorrow. Bye-bye.